could spend the whole morning here, searching for that memory, seeking out the others that are missing too. It wouldn't be the first time I've sat here, lost to the past, unaware of how far the morning sunlight has crept across the wall. Not today, I think. Digging deep, I swing my legs out of bed, hearing the now familiar cracks and creaks as my body splutters into life. My right knee always seems to hurt first thing these days. I don't know why. I did Google it not too long ago while making my morning cup of tea, and I'd diagnosed myself with leprosy by the time the kettle had boiled. I should go to the doctor, I suppose. But the last time I went with a minor complaint like this, she told me, "These things just happen when we get older." That put a spring in my step, I can tell you. I'm distracted by something lying on the floor between my feet. It's Lily's watch, face down on the carpet. That's odd. I must have knocked it off her bedside table during the night. Clearly, I'd been flailing around in my sleep, though I can't remember having a nightmare. I put the watch back in its rightful place. Then I'm up and dressed in my carefully curated look of a 47-year-old man who's just got off a long-haul flight, and brace myself for another day. I wonder how many other people are waking up this morning in a pub. To be clear, I'm the landlord, so I've got an excuse. My pub is called the County Arms, purveyors of fine ales and spirits since 1874, and our bedroom is up above the front bar. Even though it's been over a decade that I've been coming down the narrow stairs and through the door that brings me out behind the taps and pumps, it still feels peculiar to be in a pub at this time. The thousands of memories created in this place all seem to leave a little of themselves behind, like the ancient tobacco smoke that's coloured parts of the ceiling a dull yellow. Despite the thick silence, the place is still as a painting. If I close my eyes and concentrate, I can just about remember what a busy day felt like here. The convivial chatter, glasses being clinked, the distant chaos of the kitchen. Even if I sought 2 minutes of calm up in our bedroom, I'd still be aware of the constant symphony below of muffled voices, cutlery on porcelain, the swift crash of the cash register announcing another pint sold, and, most of all, Lily's laughter. Standing here now, it's so quiet that if it weren't for the distant cry of a seagull, I'd feel like the only living thing around for miles. I open the hatch and come through the bar. Ever since I can remember, I've liked to do a circuit of the downstairs first thing. Ostensibly, this would be so I could clear up anything we'd missed the night before. But I also used to feel so in awe of how this place was actually ours, that we had managed to find our dream pub, that I just wanted to take in every inch of the place to remind me of that fact. It's not quite the same these days. There's nothing to clear away, and I haven't had to make up a room for a guest in months. When I glance around, I see a rotten window frame that's stuck fast with an inch gap at the bottom, the booth with an unexplained slash through its fabric, the damp patch by the skirting board. I assume the latter is what's causing the musty smell that pervades the pub, though I'm no longer sure how bad it is, because I've got so used to it. As I finish my circuit, it strikes me that I can't actually remember the last time I left the building. A week? Longer? Best not to think about it too much. I comfort myself with the thought that when we first opened, over 11 years ago now, we were so rushed off our feet that we barely had time to leave the place then either. I stoop to pick up a beer mat, the one thing that's out of place. As I turn it over in my hands, I think, well, who's to say Lily and I won't be as busy as in our heyday once again? I look back to the bar and picture us there, caught up in one of our furious ballets. Lily flicking the Guinness tap on while I dive for twiglets, limbs looped through limbs, constantly in motion. I toss the beer mat onto a table and come back around the bar, settling myself on my stool. It isn't the most comfortable place to sit up here. I'm twisted at a funny angle, and my knees are cramped for room. But, crucially, it gives me the clearest view of the main entrance.